स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Sri Ramakrishna himself is singing a song on Divine Mother. He has come to Surendra's house for Annapurna Puja, and Master sang a song to the Divine Mother. He was explaining the state of a bhakta when his awarenesses of the world are deleted. He becomes unaware of the whole external world. His own existence, his duties and responsibilities, his identity, in thought of the Divine Mother who has become herself the universe. The devotee doesn't end with a form. Always he is aware of what is behind the form. In Hinduism, the speciality of Hinduism is then which we don't usually observe. In Hinduism, any deity, whether it is Ganesha or Shiva or any aspect of the Devata, is taken. It is always a wave of the infinite ocean. Form is a wave of the formless absolute. Like a huge ocean of Chaitanya Sagara, ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute. And in this absolute existence, a wave is appearing as Rama, a wave is appearing as Krishna, another wave is appearing Shiva, Durga. The problem of religion also doesn't appear in Hinduism. Any religion, in any way, anybody is worshipping God, it's accepted. And it's one more wave we see in the same ocean of Satchidananda. So here we see, when the Divine Mother is taught by a bhakta, it doesn't end with the form that is placed in the image that is placed. In an image, just like when we speak to someone through a mobile, we don't see their form or anything, we don't even see that person, but we are sure to whom we are speaking. The whole picture is before my mind. What I want to convey is the whole thing is before my mind. What that person is, what is his status, everything is known to me. Like that, image is only a media through which he is contacting the Divine Mother. What kind of Divine Mother? The Mother who has become the entire universe. All the 24 cosmic principles with which the universe has been made, all that is nothing but Divine Mother. Mother, when it says, the whole universe presents, and the way in which it evolves into a beautiful world and again dissolves to go back and merge in the Absolute, again appears. That Leela of the Divine Mother going on. And each object, each thing that is going on in the universe is her play. Looking at the children, family, all things of the world, everything is an object which can be worshipped directly to be Divine Mother. Every particle of human body, every grain of a human body, every cell of human body is an object of worship. The whole thing is anything, a tree you can worship as Divine Mother. Because I want to worship you, suppose, I can worship anything. I can worship your feet, I can worship your hand, I can worship your head. Anything, it's a worship unto me, you. Like that, any part worshipped, which is an inseparable part of the Divine Mother, reaches Divine Mother. See, I can just a hot candle or hot iron, just touch anywhere in your body. It is touching you. You can clearly feel. Like that, wherever you have faith, wherever you have worship, wherever you see, and the devotee doesn't see, it is just a media through where he can penetrate into the infinite aspect of Divine Mother. Various forms, various ways she has played in this universe. Whenever a devotee calls, out of need, out of fear, out of anxiety, out of helplessness, Mother is there by his side. Provided he is totally dependent on her for everything, like a child. Elders are dependent. Now a college boy is there, he is dependent on parents. But to certain extent only. Majority of all his decisions to eat, move, go, come, utilize the vehicles and this and that, everything he independently does without dependence on, because he is able to walk, because he is able to think, because he has already other means by which he can do the transactions. Senses are there, body is there, mind is there, which he can directly, being that, he can utilize. But in case of a child, infant, it cannot do anything except Mother. When our dependence on God comes to that extent, I cannot do anything without you. The God is there by the side of the devotee, because he is not able to take care of himself. God has to take care. So here when the devotee, that Divine Mother who presents herself to such a devotee, is being worshipped. And when they see the Divine Mother, it is the eternal beauty which has manifested as this universe. Everything, whomever, whichever is attractive, whichever is dear, whatever object he loves, is loving Divine Mother. So that play, the whole play, the Bhakta sees and enjoys. Oh, that Mother, who is Mother of the universe, is here before us. When we went to Kailas Manas Sarovar, people were hankering. A particular hour is given for them to contact their families. There are no towers, no way of connecting themselves to anybody. One phone set which is directly connected to satellite, through satellite connections. They have powerful antenna by which they can link themselves to, and that telephone is there. And all people, how many people are there? All are clinging behind that. The whole group, suppose in that group 100, 150 people are there. They stand in queue, one behind the other. Each one is given 5 minutes. So for 5 minutes means for a few people, you have to wait for hours together. Like that, how that one in and through that, just he can contact that family, he can contact these people. And there is no other means through which they can contact. So all people's focus is on that. Each person standing in the queue is peeping and seeing when the other person is leaving. Like that, the one is becoming the media through which they can contact their own families. Like that, the image is here through which he can contact the Divine Mother. The whole picture, whole is heart is placed there. Just like when we speak through the mobile, our mind, our ear is completely given there. Anybody shouting by the side also will not be heard, because they have given away the mind and ear. Like that is the heart is given there. The whole heart is there at the feet of Mother. And because that heart is there, because my mind and ear is there in the phone, I can listen. Because the heart is there at the feet of Mother, they can see the whole thing. How to link through a small image the infinite reality is because of the concentration of your heart. Whole love is deposited there. To think of Mother as all-pervading and love is difficult. We are accustomed to love an object which is similar to human existence. So anthropomorphic picture is brought so that your love can be concentrated. You can focus yourself and see the Divine Mother there. Though it is a small instrument but it is linking itself to the vast existence. This we see here. Sri Ramakrishna is explaining all that and making that the Mother. We will go to the second stanza. It was my heart's desire to sail my boat across the ocean of this mortal life. O Durga, with thy name upon my lips, I never dreamt that thou wouldst drown me here in the dark waters of this shoreless sea, samsara. When a jiva is able to focus his whole existence or make something a pivot of his life, that is the basis of existence. A Advaitin, the whole of his true Advaitin who is seriously practicing Advaita, if the Advaitic base is taken away, he is nowhere. Suppose a Dvaitin is there who is worshipping some Rama or Krishna, his Ishtadevata. Somehow he comes to know, or he thinks, or somebody proves him that nothing is there called God. He collapses the whole thing. The Advaita philosophy is wrong. Somebody proves to him, though it is true, though it is eternal. But somebody can, through arguments and this and that, if he can defeat, his whole base is taken out. And where will he be when the base is taken out? When the faith, a whole faithful person is going with us, tremendous faith in a thing, and then that faith is taken away, where is its existence? Till one realizes the reality within the heart, he has no other support to support his intellectual understanding, the scriptural truths in which he has kept the faith, in the Guru's words which he has kept the faith. Without realization, nothing. Only faith is leading. When one stage I somehow turn inward, start diving, and transit a particular layer of existence and see my own first light of my own light of light, then I will see that in the very moment you see, you understand, you experience some light, some glimpse of your own existence, you will immediately understand, oh, everyone, every human, it is the same inner. What is my core? What is in my core of existence is there in every core of in every form and name. So many forms of life. In every life, what is within me is there, that is life, that is existence. Body is just a cover of that. He clearly starts seeing my core is there as core in everyone. My self is the self in all. Here, when he sees the self in self of all self and his self is same, not two, not similar, but one pervading everything. He realizes what is God. God is that which pervades every jiva and existing. Now, till he comes to realization of this one reality, this is the one reality that the Vedanta proclaims to the world, and no religion has till now been able to give this grand truth where the pure spiritual existence, independent of all differences, and where all differences dissolve to find one reality, has been presented to the world except Hinduism. So that reality which the rishis realized by their own efforts, transcending their own limitations, trying days after days, years after days, whole life of sacrifice to know what am I in this body, what is behind this world, and what is behind this world, and what is behind me is the same reality. The divinity which is behind the universe, behind every tree and plant and life, is the divinity that is within me. So that oneness which is eternal and unchanging reality is the one thing that Hinduism has given to the world, and which has no parallel of making or building up oneness with all objects of the world and all things of the past, present and future, and the eternally going on cycles of creation, sustenance and dissolution. I am there, everything is there in me. When the realization comes, he sees himself in every life and every life within him. So this grand truth, now the faith has taken to the higher level. It is just like your snake and ladder play. It has gone to the top. It has to cross one house to reach the goal. It is something like that the second stanza is depicting. It was my heart's desire to sail my boat across the ocean of this mortal life. This mortal life, we have come to the mortal world of constantly changing flux. It's a constant, everything is changing. My body, which took birth, is slowly growing towards the world. It's going to fall off. How the change came, the universe is expanding. It goes to the optimum and starts collapsing back one day to enter back into its source. So everything is changing. Everything is mortal. Change means there is death and birth. Change is a continuation of death and birth. Youth is taking birth, the childhood is dying away. Old age is taking birth, the youth is dying away. The death of one. Morning is dead and afternoon has come. Afternoon is going to die, night is going to come. So one is dying away, one is occupying. Any movement is a process of death of the previous moment, death of the previous state, and birth of a new state. That is what we call cycle. The whole thing is a constantly moving. The whole universe is going and coming back. This is the world of mortals. And we have been here identifying with one of the body which is a mortal body. And in this ocean of mortality, he was thinking, I will cross over and enter the life eternal, in the eternal, unchanging, eternal, infinite existence of bliss and bliss alone, where even the shadow of pain and suffering or bondage can be there. That is what all scriptures assure. Across the ocean of the mortal life, O Durga, with thy name upon my lips. The only thing, there are a few channels where we can anchor ourselves. The anchoring must be done in reality. All our goals of life, our expectations must be always realistic. Now, I expect something to happen which is unrealistic. I want somebody to love. That person cannot give love. I want some food from someone or some need to be satisfied. He has no capacity or willingness to give that. It is not realistic. A person is capable and willing. The moment we see, he is full of compassion, full of love. If he doesn't have also, you somehow gather from somewhere and bring and give. That much capacity. My expectation there is realistic. My goals and expectation, I have to reach that goal. I want to climb the Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world. That is my goal. Is it realistic for you? Are you capable? Can you withstand that temperature? Can you withstand the altitude? It should not become an unrealistic goal. Unrealistic goal always ends with, is a constant source of pain. As long as you hold on to that expectation, it's a constantly inflicting pain, constantly, and ends in disappointment. So here, where to anchor my boat in this ever-changing world? Where will I? There is divinity. This is what Sri Krishna tells to Arjuna. Vibhuti Yoga. You see me there, you see me here. Wherever there is greatness, there is glory, means it is not going to deceive you, it is not going to disappoint you. Other places also God is equally present, but it is treacherous supports, because you have not reached that state from where you can hold on to that. You are in the bodily existence at the lowest rung of the ladder. So you must have your own goals where you can see the divine and hold on. So one of the holds that Jiva has been given from ancient times, our sages, Rishi Munis, is the important thing is Nama Japa, Rupa Dhyana, Guna Kirtana. These are all where we can have unfailing holds that will not deceive you or make you disappointed one day or the other, one time or other. It will be. So here, one of the things is japa. Constantly, how many souls have passed through this ocean just holding on to japa. We see in Ramakrishna's life itself, Gopalar Ma, as a Balya Vidava, a child widow, she will be given a Krishna mantra, goes on calling years after years with one devotion, one faith in that name, and it takes about 40 years for her, for the Lord to come and appear. What kind of sacrifice, what kind of faith, how many tests God must have done with that lady, how many temptations to divert the attention, how much of ego would have been there to separate from others and sit in a cell, hidden and do. But the surrender of ego. You look after me. I don't have anybody. I don't have food to eat. Make some arrangements for me. That surrender of ego, surrender of the cultivation of humility, perseverance, untiring efforts, total investment of every moment of life. To sit constantly leaving all duties and responsibilities, just depending on God. God has to come and feed that child. We can't take care of our own body. How much of love must be there, how much of eagerness, how much of long waiting. 40 years may suppose, even if she has started at the age of 10 or 12, she will be nearing old age. 50, 60s she is nearing. But look at the way throughout the life to call on that. That hold on this one. Yes, this will lead me. So japa is one of the things. Another is nama guna kirtan. Another we have is the inner hold on the rupa, to meditate on the form, meditation on the form. The world is kriya, action, nama, guna, rupa. So God's actions, what we call leela, you can do, hold on to the leela, go on reading. Some people have the habit of reading Bhagavata again and again, from begin they begin. Even some of the direct disciples we see every day whole of Bhagavad Gita reciting, full of knowledge and wisdom. Now they don't need, but they enjoy that, seeing the wisdom in that. How everything, every bit of the life is explained. Every pass, every step is explained. As you go deeper, as the time passes, as you evolve, you start seeing new understandings emerging from the same words. Same is the gospel of Ramakrishna, for all ages, at all times. So here we see, my mind knows nothing but thy lotus feet. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namami.